In 2015, India and Japan signed one of the most celebrated infrastructure agreements in recent history. Japan would supply the Shinkansen, India would build the corridor. Now, 10 years later, Japan's next generation E10 Shinkansen will not be ready before the early 2030s. India's first corridor section is targeted to open in 2027. The math, as you can probably observe, did not align. And India has made a decision that changes the original mandate entirely. But before we move on, I'd really request you to like, share, subscribe. We can build our own corridor. Yeah, the front page corridor. Well, truly, thank you for all of your support. Now, India and Japan have agreed that the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail corridor will begin operations using an indigenous high-speed train, the B28, jointly developed by BEML Limited and the Integral Coach Factory. Now, the B28 is being manufactured at a dedicated facility named Aditya in Bengaluru, inaugurated by Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav in April. Now, the prototype is expected in early 2027 with trial operations on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad corridor by August. Once fully operational, travel time between the two cities drops to 1 hour and 58 minutes. Now, the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaswal was cautious with how things were framed. Discussions between India and Japan have been positive, for sure. Japan will still supply the E10 series in the early 2030s, once construction and testing catch up. Now, both countries have agreed to begin with Indian trains before transitioning to Japan's next generation Shinkansen fleet. Now, that is the official position. Sequencing, not a break. Delhi-based railway consultant Isao Sujimura, writing in Yahoo News, Japan, argued the project had gradually actually deviated from the original Shinkansen model agreed upon in 2015. Railway engineer Hideki Makihara, who worked on the project previously, separately raised doubts about India's evolving technical requirements. Both flagged the same decision: India's reported adoption of the European Train Control System, ETCS Level 2, instead of Japan's proprietary DSATC signaling system. Now, Makihara said the project had been delayed by repeated changes in policy and procurement, and that the original structure of India-Japan cooperation had itself gone through a change. The signaling choice is worth understanding. So let me try to shed light on the same. ETCS, which is the European Train Control System Level 2, is an internationally adopted standard that any rolling stock manufacturer can design for. Japan's DSATC is proprietary. India choosing the former over the latter means the B28, and whatever comes after it can run on infrastructure that does not require a Japanese vendor to maintain or update it. Well, that is a different kind of project from the one both governments signed in 2015. And the Japanese engineers raising concerns are pointing at exactly that very difference, not at the train itself. Now, the B28 is the first chapter. Vaishnav has confirmed design work on a faster successor, which is the B35, targeting 350 kilometers per hour, with that design process beginning within 6 months. Now, the localization strategy behind both trains targets domestic capability in rolling stock, propulsion, and signaling, reducing reliance on any single foreign supplier. Now, a dedicated high-speed rail training institute is also coming up in Vadodara to build the workforce this technology requires. India launched its first hydrogen train built entirely in-house, a proud moment for us. Tata rolled out the first made-in-India military aircraft. Again, I doss my hat to the same. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad corridor will now open on Indian technology before the Japanese Shinkansen reaches the platform. Across rail and aerospace, the pattern is consistent, right? Can you see the pattern emerge? When timelines slip, India builds the gap filler rather than, well, wait. The front page take is here. It's not waiting. The 2015 agreement was built on one assumption: Japan's timeline and India's timeline would move together. Well, unfortunately, they did not. India's response was to build a train rather than extend a deadline. The B28 at 280 kilometers per hour, the B35 at 350, already, by the way, in design. Now, the Vadodara Training Institute already planned, the ETCS signaling choice already made. Now, whether this is called sequencing or a strategic pivot depends on, well, who is speaking. Now, what is beyond dispute is that India's high-speed rail program will now produce domestic capability it was not originally designed to create. And that capability does not disappear when the E10 Shinkansen eventually arrives. What are your thoughts? Please do let us know in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.